In today's video, we have got a really exciting one, which is a pivotal moment for us, and it is installing our underfloor heating. So we've gone for a method which is called Incut, and it's where they mill into the concrete and then they lay the water pipes within that. The company that we've gone for is called Incut, and they are based in Blandford in Dorset. They are underfloor heating specialists, and specifically specialists in this Incut method, which is where they mill grooves into the concrete and then they lay the pipes for a really efficient setup for us. The underfloor heating works really, really well with an air source heat pump, which is the heating solution that we're going for as well. And it's going to allow us to have a really even and consistent warmth throughout the house. If you know the weather in the UK, then you'll know that for the majority of the year, it's pretty cold. And so underfloor heating is a really good opportunity for us to make sure that the house is nice and cozy all year round. Dan, the guy who's here today, has been absolutely amazing. He's answered all of our questions that we've had. We've consistently gone back and forth about the different solutions and what might be best for us. And yeah, he's been amazing at sort of talking us through it and understanding. We'll take you through a couple of bits today from start to finish in terms of what the installation looks like. So far already, they've got an industrial like Hoover. So what they've done so far is already clean. Not that it's clean in the house already, but we don't want to make too much mess. So if, for example, you were having this like retrofitted, or you were doing a room at a time and your house is already done, it's totally an option for you. Just close off the room and I'm sure that they would be able to do it. Yeah, so far so good, and let's take you with us. So you'll notice the clips here are sped up, and that's for good reason. In real time, the process of moving the machine is very, very slow. Although it is fascinating to watch, especially seeing the Incut machine in action. The way it carves out those perfect grooves into the floor for the pipework is really satisfying. Unfortunately, I couldn't stay for the whole day during the installation, and Josh didn't get to see it happening in real time either, but we both popped by the house in the evening to check out the day one progress. Let's see how they got on.
See all the
yeah, it's all the dust from the concrete floor.
Nice and sunny. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what they've done.
It's actually beautiful.
It's really nice. Welcome to.
That's so nice.
One day I will have a bench here to sit down and just observe.
You look like you're taking a
It's a pretty cool design, isn't it?
You look like you shit your pants too when you walk in.
It's because I don't want to. I'm not sure.
You're fine to step on it.
Look at this. This is cool. So wherever you sit, your ass and your feet
Gonna be toasty.
Toasty. Yeah.
That's the big Hoover.
Oh.
So it collects all the dust in the bottom, and then they empty that out.
Oh wow.
That's why it's not dusty or more dusty in here.
Yeah. Turn the lights on.
I can't. We don't have no lights.
Okay. So this is cool.
Oh, and they've done this room.
Good.
Oh, and they've done the bathroom. Almost. Oh no, they have. Yeah. So they've obviously got the hallway, utility, and
the big room.
Big room left to do.
This room is like the je ne sais quoi of the whole property. So if this room looks bad, then the property's down the pan. It's a load of tits, isn't it really?
Oh, there's a key. Oh no. Come here, let me see you. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh wow, that is massive.
So we taped out everything for the underfloor heating so that they knew where all of our cabinets were going to go, because they didn't need to do the milling Incut under cabinets. There's no point heating that space. When we did that, we noticed that the island, from the size that we had put on our original plans, was this size in terms of the width, but was longer, but that included the overhang for the cabinets, and so it was really skinny and narrow, and it just didn't really look right. So what we've done is we've actually kept the same units, but we've reconfigured them slightly, which will mean we have a slight void in the centre of the island, like underneath the quartz worktop. But this is going to mean that it's going to have a 300mm 30cm overhang here, a 300mm 30cm overhang here, so that we can have seats all along this side and seats there, and it will mean that the proportion of the island is a lot better. It will be a lot more sort of like square size rather than skinny and narrow. So it's a good thing to map out.
Yeah, that was a good shout. So mapping everything out with the duct tape did help us visualize what it'd be like just to move around in this space.
Yeah, like even if you're not having underfloor heating for that purpose, it's still really helpful to do it anyway. Given that our home hasn't really been touched since the 1980s, one of our big goals is to make sure that we're setting ourselves up for a warm and energy efficient space moving forward, especially when it comes to heating retention, and that's where the sponsor of today's video, TOPDON, comes in. They've kindly sent us their TC001 thermal imaging camera to try out. We're planning to scan the house now before the underfloor heating goes in, so that we can establish a baseline and then compare the results once all of our heating is up and running. Since I use an Android, we're using the TC001, but if you're on Apple, they also offer a TC002. This small device plugs right into your phone and transforms it into a thermal imager. It weighs just 30 grams, so it's super portable. It has a temperature range from -20 degrees Celsius to 550 degrees Celsius, and it's perfect for spotting insulation gaps, electrical hotspots, and in our case, seeing exactly how our underfloor heating performs. The app is super user-friendly and takes just a minute to set up with the on-screen prompts. If you're curious and want to check out the TC001 or any of their other tools, we've left a link in the description below.
It is a gadget, and we all know what that means. I'm really excited.
So, in order to install, it literally is as simple as putting this into the bottom port. I've already downloaded the app.
This is actually really cool. So the fact that it's got a load of different temperatures around the room that I can see is a really good visual tool, particularly when we've got the underfloor heating on, because there should be a constant temperature throughout the house. So if we set the temperature to 21, we should be seeing 21 everywhere, and this should help us gauge if that's accurate. And if not, we've obviously got a heat loss.
Yeah.
What's the temperature gauges on that?
It says it's currently, it says, to be fair, it's 17, 18 degrees in here.
Which is quite, that's quite comfortable.
The floor is about 14, but like the walls and stuff from like midway up is about 18.
Was off for, the winter months? I remember how cold our house was getting, 14 degrees.
It's weird, it can almost like see my reflection back at me through the window. How strange is that? Because that's not a mirror.
Yeah.
But it can see us and see that we're warmer in the room.
In here, what's the temperature in here?
In here,
so I feel like
same. So this is obviously, this machine has been on today, so you can almost see like where the engine would have been, but there's obviously still got a little bit of heat that's maintained within it. But the floor, again, seems to be sitting at around a consistent sort of 14, 15 degrees.
So just to say, we have replaced all of our copper pipe work all around the house. So that is a new pipe. All of these old pipes, Karina actually took to the scrap today.
I did. We got a decent amount of money, £255 for all of the scrap that we had. So if you are doing a renovation, don't chuck it in the skip, keep it, and then get some money back.
Every little helps when you're doing a renovation.
Yeah, exactly. It's now day 2, which is also the final day. Oh, exciting! We've got pipe going down.
Oh, you got it everywhere? Yeah, it blew off.
Oh no!
Sorry, let's stand in front of the hose so I can go in the garage. That's alright.
Here's the finished walkthrough of all of the rooms with all the underfloor heating pipes installed, and just look at how flush those pipes sit with the existing floor. Such a neat professional finish, only to be covering them with screed very soon anyway. I cannot wait for us to get the system all up and running and feel the warmth come from those floors. This next clip looks a little like riding a roller coaster, so if you're not into that, cover your eyes for the next 30 seconds or so. So that's a wrap for our underfloor heating install. I want to say a huge thank you to Dan and the team at Incut. They did an absolutely phenomenal job. They were so professional. The finish is absolutely amazing. They left no mess on top of what we already had here. It's been amazing. And they were so helpful with answering all of my questions around how the system worked. Also answered some questions around how to do the screeding that will need to go on top of this, and gave us all of the ins and outs of how to set up the smart thermostats when the air source heat pump has finally been installed. So that means that we're going to have individual room temperature controls, which is going to be such a luxury, because I know that for me, I personally like to sleep with a lower temperature in the bedroom, and then obviously you might want to be a bit more cozy in your living room. So yeah, the install was absolutely amazing. It only took 2 days to do our entire house, and they are one of the only local companies that do the Incut method, and so I would 100% recommend them. I'll leave their details in the description box down below. If you do contact them, we would love if you could let them know that you came from this channel, just purely from the sense of it's nice to know that our community is able to reach out to some of the professionals that we have been using as well, and supporting all of the local people. Please stay tuned for the next video, because we've got loads more to come. It's really starting to come together now. We're going to need to be screeding this floor so that we can have more workmen in. We've got some joists that we need to reinforce so that we can get these acros down. We've got our windows being installed. We've got an air source heat pump being fitted. So there's just absolutely loads coming up in the next few videos. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.